because we were talking about ancient Hindu scriptures where you were talking to me about something that sounds like a nuclear bomb.
Brahmastra. So the Brahmastra is part of the Mahabharata. So the Mahabharata is one of the two Hindu epics. And the Brahmastra is the equivalent of the hydrogen bomb.
And how is it described?
It's described as a weapon of like mass destruction, going to annihilate like human population, should not be used at any cost. There's like a moral contract, like you clearly have to be like, violating so many things at a deeply moral level to even like wield it. And it's not actually accessible to most warriors. There's probably like two warriors in the world in that era who were allowed to use it. And it has to be passed through special access. Like a teacher has to like pass it on to you, the secret to use it. Almost like think of it as like the equivalent of the nuclear code, right?
Yeah.
And Arjuna had it. This particular character in Mahabharata called Arjuna, he was allowed to use it. And then this other person was this. Basically, Arjuna had a teacher named Drona, and Ashwatthama was always jealous of Arjuna. Arjuna was not Drona's son, but he was his model disciple. And so Drona passed on the secret of the Brahmastra to him. And Drona's son also wanted it, but because it was his son, he also passed on the secret to his son, even though the son wasn't as good as Arjuna. And during the war, Arjuna and Drona fought on the opposite sides. And so the son got mad and like unleashed the Brahmastra. And Lord Krishna had to come and save the planet to not get that destruction force.
How old is the Mahabharata?
My understanding is at least 1,500 to 2,500 years old. Like 1,500 years ago is the minimum. 2,500 years ago is the maximum. So it happened in some period in that 1,000-year time frame between that. And there's still like it's still unclear if like a lot of it is just like being mythologized, and what actually happened was just a war between kins. There were two groups of people, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, and each side thought they were fighting for their own rights and justice, but at the end of the day, you can crudely understand it as like essentially fight for the kingdom. Basically, they were like there was a previous generation and two brothers, and both the brothers had a bunch of kids, and those kids were warring to get the next in line.